Hey Daryl, how's it going? It's Shammi with Southtown Chrysler. Just want to send you this quick little walk around video, and obviously to start off, definitely thank you and your wife for coming in today, spending some time with me to consider the TRX, and obviously bring that sweet Porsche down. Now, I did also, I kind of wanted to wait till you touch base, but at the same time, I do like to be proactive, so I just thought, you know what? It is a little bit of a slower day today, obviously with the weather, so I thought I'd just kind of wash one up here. And this was going to be one of the limiteds I mentioned that would have the much smoother suspension. So this one particularly actually comes with the adaptive air suspension, so really cool. It can lower the vehicle, raise the vehicle, and lowering the vehicle is a really nice thing, obviously, just, you know, when you are on the highways, just say. It automatically will do so for you, so it is kind of nice to kind of help cut down a little bit more of that MPG. And there's a few other things on here that kind of help you get some nice fuel economy, but I'll start off on this one. This is going to be our top of the line limited. Now this is also available in the Longhorn variant, which essentially gets you almost that unique leather where you kind of have more of that grainy cowboy leather, you know what I mean, with the little bit of the lighter brown, almost like a cappuccino color, and also even the wood trim, because it is genuine wood trim, which is nice. It has a really nice light kind of brown wood trim as well. So that is definitely another option that we do have. Obviously I thought I'd kind of start off on this one. Now this is going to be a 2022 1500. Again, this is going to have the 5.7 Hemi V8. Now this one particularly has what's known as the e-torque. So essentially the e-torque, it just has a little electric battery in the engine bay as well there, that replaces the alternator. So it's really nice, actually. We've gotten a lot of nice feedback on it. It essentially just kind of gives you up to about 130 extra pound-feet of torque, which at the end of the day doesn't sound like much, but really where it's used for is not to kind of show off the overall torque numbers. It's more so actually used for that lower end torque. So literally, no matter what speed you're in, you don't really have to mash the pedal and have that sufficient power. So it kind of just relays that, and it does so, I believe, in 0.005 of a second. So it's very quick. Now in this one as well, you will notice you got a nice chrome grille. This does have the LED lights in the front and the back for the LED tail lights. You do have parking sensors, obviously your fog lights up front as well. Those nice little tow hooks there, those chrome tow hooks. Now on the Limiteds itself, you are going to get a little bit more of a unique rim, obviously on this one. So, and the tires itself on this one are actually Pirelli Scorpions, which is really nice. Now this one itself, the tires, the rims are actually going to match the 22s you have on your other vehicle as well. They're the Porsche. So this does have the nice 22-inch wheels, kind of obviously with that different kind of tones and textures in there. So it's kind of not just your flat and your base rim, right? I kind of like things with a little bit of personality. Now you do have some LED lights built in the side as well. And you know what, no matter kind of if you're in a parking lot, you're never going to break these things. But it's definitely a really nice touch. Now, other than that though, I definitely want to go do a little sidewalk around. You will notice these are all painted, so you have all the painted handles, obviously with this little chrome insert, push button right here, obviously, and that's going to be for easy entry and exit, because it is, obviously a nice push button vehicle. But power deployable running boards, really nice touch. I kind of love how they kind of tuck in, and obviously, it definitely does help out keep that nice streamlined look. This is going to be in a crew cab. Obviously, you have tons and tons of space, and you do have a shorter box in here. You can still tow just under 12,000 pounds, so you're definitely more than sufficient when it comes to any kind of towing, if you will be doing any towing. Nice thing to note as well, we always like to, I know we got a little snow in here, but we do have LED lights for the back here for the box. We do also have some LED lights just there above that rear slider, and we do have the spray and bed liner. Now, backup camera. This does have your tow package with the wiring, dual exhaust, and one nice thing is, obviously the tailgate, it's very light. So they've done a lot of work on this tailgate. It's very easy to open and close. And the nice thing is on the key fob itself, it'll pop right down. So it's really nice and convenient. Those LED tail lights in the back there, you will notice the bumpers, thankfully, are all color matched, because I do like the whole color match look. All right, now in the back here, obviously it is definitely very nice. I I know the lighting isn't the greatest right now. Definitely hope this comes through nice, but it is. I mean, you do have your really nice quality leather, obviously with perforations in the middle there. Some unique badging on the sides here, just to kind of let people know you aren't a limited. And that kind of goes for the buckles in the back here as well. And some kind of the trim. Now, even on your mats, these are going to come with the upgraded carpet mats that actually have their own embossing on them too, and a little bit of cloth, so they are a little bit more unique. Now, if anyone is in the back, it's nice to know that not only do you have your standard USBs, you have the newer style USBs, you also have your heated seats, and you have a proper plug-in. So again, that's part of the utility of the truck. Kind of you want something that's be all do all. And if you notice as well, I mean, they got a lot of nice details on the side here. Lots of nice materials, very soft, very well put together. And at the same time, you have a little bit of storage underneath, but what's really cool with these is you have this little in-floor storage. So you have in-floor storage on this side and the other side there, which is really nice. And another thing as well that I thought I'd mention, I'm sure you can probably see, well, hopefully you can see some of the speakers there in the headrests in the headliner. So this comes with the upgraded Alpine sound system. So very nice. Now, one nice thing to note is when it comes to sound system, we do in that Laramie Longhorn variant, that's a little bit more of that cowboy style truck that'll have like that lighter brown wood, and obviously the nice kind of cappuccino lighter brown interior. That one specifically also comes with the Harman Kardon sound system. So that one's a 19 speaker sound system, really nice. Now you will notice that you do have your power seats on both sides. I definitely like how they kind of have, you know, made the seats pretty unique, right? So they're not just kind of doing things half-ended. I mean, obviously you got some really nice silver kind of piping here on the side. Obviously different patterns here, different stitching, and obviously this nice Laramie stitching with that little bit of a unique detail as well there, but really nice. And then obviously the perforations, because it is going to have your heating function and your cooling function. Now, this does also have a nice lined glove box, and it's really cool that they have a dual glove box, so it's kind of nice and convenient. But let me hop on the other side now. This one does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so it really doesn't matter what phone you have. I mean, most people will have one of the two, because I mean, even if you don't like the navigation system in this vehicle, which I will say is phenomenal, Dodge started using TomTom, so we have a really in-depth proper navigation system set up. But you can plug your phone in, so if you wanted your Google Maps to pop up, if you wanted your Apple Maps to pop up, or even your Apple screen with your Siri button, I mean, literally you just plug it right in and it'll perfectly integrate even with the Siri button. So it's just really nice. You do have some foldable side mirrors, make sure no one gets these damaged. And then also you have 2-position driver memory. And again, just really nice and clean. Obviously your driver's side is fully powered as well. This one does also come with the power pedals. Obviously the nice leather wrap steering wheel with the wood detail at the top there, but let me hop in. Okay. Man, it's cold. All right. So, on the inside, nice steering wheel. So obviously very nice. I got the heated steering wheel on right now, so it definitely feels pretty warm. Obviously your Bluetooth, your cruise control, those kind of things are definitely pretty standard here. Now you can get, like in that Longhorn variant as well, you will notice, I mean, you can get some add-ons, right? Like even in this trim, you can get the adaptive cruise and all that stuff as well. But at the same time, if it's something that you don't use, then, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not a believer in paying for something you're not going to use. But we do offer it, okay? So it is available. I believe the price difference is just a little bit more than this one, but not by much. And then also when it comes to the Longhorn, that Longhorn will have that as well. Okay, now that also includes, you know, things like your lane keep assist, 360 bird's eye view camera. So I mean, quite a bit to go through. And I mean, that's kind of the thing with the trucks itself. Each one, I mean, you can spec these out in multiple different ways, so it really is kind of one that you just gotta kind of figure out what exactly is most important to you, and I'll make sure to find that exact truck in this exact trim. Now you will have a nice 7-inch LCD screen. Obviously it's customizable. You can go through different options. I typically like to keep it on my digital speedometer, which is pretty cool. Now this one particularly doesn't have heads-up display like your Porsche does, but the Longhorn does. So it is a nice thing. Obviously that Longhorn keeps coming up. If you want some more information on that, like a walk around, just let me know. Now obviously even on the interior, you got all LED lights all the way around. You actually do have a proper phone holder here that's actually doubles as a wireless charger. So even for your cell phone, you'll never need to actually bring any actual cords, unless you are plugging in for the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. But really nice, right? So you can just kind of set it, forget it, make sure that your phone is always charged. And a few other things that I thought I'd mention is, obviously you got this little unique limited badging. They even put the, because I mean these are trucks, right? So they even put some formulas and just some measurements and some conversions, and it's just kind of cool, funky stuff that's pretty unique. Now you can kind of adjust this actual center console here. So I mean, the room is quite massive. I mean, honestly, you got tons and tons of space. I mean, I don't know if it's you know, easy to show with the darkness here, but I mean, you got tons and tons of space. Now, when it comes to your four-wheel drive settings, not only do you have your automatic setting, which I personally love the best, you also do have your 4 high, 4 low, and your 2-wheel option for the summertime. Make sure you save some more fuel. Now, also you do have an automatic start-stop mode, which kind of shuts the engine off if you are at a stoplight. Your accessories, everything else obviously still works. It just more so just kind of help you with that stop and go city traffic. Now on the dash as well, I mean, I know it's kind of hard to, it doesn't do it justice with the kind of light conditions we're having today for the video, but lots and lots of leather, and obviously you can see that Alpine sound system just detail right there in the front. And then you do have some selectable options here, which I do love that they put on these nice, really good quality toggle switches. Now what you do have is obviously the air suspension, which you can raise and lower, and that is also available on the key fob. So it's really cool that when it comes to raising or lowering the vehicle, you can do that right off the key fob. Same with the push button start. Obviously, I mean, at you know, a lot of these trucks, they will come with a nice push button start, which is wicked. So you won't have to purchase any starter. And then other than that, obviously you do have probably one of the nicest touches is gonna be this beautiful 12-inch screen. I mean, it's absolutely massive. You'd think you're in a Tesla in this thing, but you're not. And I mean, you know, the nice thing is if you got a couple different options going on, like your phone, I mean, this will split screen as well to kind of utilize everything properly. And it's very clear and works just like your iPad, right? So just kind of pinch to zoom, move around, super simple to kind of look up addresses. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's just the nice little convenience touches that help, but it also kind of is nice to have something that obviously is very unique in the market, especially when it comes to display like that. Now, other than that though, obviously you do have your tow haul modes, your parking sensors, which you can disable. When it comes to your comfort settings, obviously you have your heated seats, your ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and obviously when it comes to the sound system, this one has a beautiful sound system, but I also want to give you a quick idea on what else we do have here. Obviously your Alexa, and again, when it comes to the actual extra apps, like it probably will get overwhelming after a while with the amount that you can actually kind of customize. But also I want to show you the Wi-Fi hotspot. So you do have an available Wi-Fi hotspot for this vehicle, which is awesome. So if you are doing any kind of driving and you don't know exactly you know, what your reception might be looking at or looking like, you can definitely adjust that, which is really cool. Make sure you're always in the coverage zone. Now let me see, actually, you know what, I should probably open this up. Sirius XM. Let's go. I just kind of want something with a little bit of maybe bass to it, just so you can get an idea. So surround sound. So it may be hard to tell from the phone, but definitely a very, very nice sound system. Here, I'm going to turn down the climate. Every time you come around, you know I can't say. There we go. Maybe some Michael Jackson. Sounds amazing. Very clear. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's not only very clear, but it's just very well insulated. So I mean, obviously, when it comes to insulation, that's something that you not only get with obviously your insulated and tempered glass, but also just the little things like improvements on the insulation on the inside and whatnot, as well as the sound deadening. But really, really cool. I definitely hope you do like this vehicle option. Now I am going to leave my mats out there for a second. I just didn't want to obstruct the video here, but I'm just going to go for a little quick test drive. And I know, you know what, as you mentioned, when it comes to the smoothness of the ride on the TRX, I mean, obviously I know that's definitely going to be that's a pretty fair criticism. Like, I mean, that is kind of a little bit of a unique vehicle. And again, I'm kind of the person that I don't really believe in paying for more if you're not really going to utilize it. And I mean, I'll be honest, the TRXs, they're awesome vehicles, but I don't think most people will ever utilize them. You know what I mean? Unless you really are taking them out to the Bajas, because to get that balance of the luxury of the ride and still not lose that capability, it can be a little tough sometimes, right? So I think that vehicle itself has a great balance, but at the end of the day, I mean, to each their own, right? And if you are doing long drives, you kind of want something that's pretty smooth, and I get that. Well, the nice thing is obviously with this one, I mean, it's still limited, even with the 22s, 22-inch rims. This one drives very, very nice. Very smooth, and this is going to be more along the lines of someone who wants a top model. They want all the bells and whistles. They want something that kind of makes a statement and looks very unique in the market, but at the same time, something that is comfortable to live with, easy to drive, just kind of the overall all-around truck. And if you do some research, obviously on the Rams 1500s, I mean, the Ram has, I think now we're going to be 13 years, going on 14 years, being rated the best value in the segment, right? So even with an MSRP of, around that 87 or 91, depending on which one is perfect, you're getting quite a bit for your dollar, and the quality is there, and a lot of people are seeing it, which is why you're getting such strong reviews, right? But, all right, hopefully that was a little nice one-handed test drive for you guys. Let me pop that window down. Now, one thing to note, obviously, is, when it comes to warranties, right? So our warranties are significantly less than obviously any Porsche, right? Now, I don't deal with the warranty, so I'm not trying to sell you any warranty. I mean, this vehicle, brand new from factory, has a 3-year, 60,000 kilometer comprehensive and a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer powertrain, which also actually covers your roadside assistance. And then obviously you have your emissions warranty and all that stuff as well. So quite a bit. And if you did want to extend it, I mean, it's relatively inexpensive, especially on a brand new one where, you want to extend that 3-year 60 to maybe 5, or you want to extend everything to maybe an 8-year 150 or 160. I mean, compared with the Porsches, I mean, it's going to be phenomenally less. And at the end of the day, I mean, it is a truck, right? So it has a really, really nice look. But again, I feel like this is one that could definitely work for you guys, but you have to be the judge and jury of that. I definitely would love to set up a test drive. I know you had a lot to think about, so I'm not trying to put a rush on you or anything, but at the same time, I mean, do know that we do have some options that may work. And you know what, if it comes down to maybe setting you up with an overnight test drive where you can live with it for a day and take it home and kind of see how it fits in the garage, we'd be more than happy to kind of figure that out as well with you. So just trying to find as many ways as we can to make it nice and convenient, make it a good experience for you both. But let me know what you think. Again, 932-7597. I will be in the office tomorrow, guys. I will be in the office from 9 to 6, or sorry, 8:30 to 6 p.m. So definitely don't hesitate. Give me a call if you have any questions on this vehicle, if you want to set up an overnight test drive, and just overall, right? Like, if there's anything else we can do to kind of help make this a pretty easy no-brainer for you guys. And again, this is an option that not only would you be able to you know, obviously trade off the Porsche before, you know, the years or months tag on or kilometers tag on. And it's no secret, it's just time really that affects resale value, not so much kilometers. But at the end of the day, it's something where at least you can get something that is the top of the top, not going to be limited in options. You're going to get that utility you're looking for, that all-around vehicle. You're going to get that smooth drive, but at the same time, I mean, you're going to be able to walk away with a really nice check in your hand too, which not many people can fortunately say, right? So at the end of the day, let me know what you think. Again, 780-932-7597. Definitely appreciate your time spent at the store today. Hopefully it wasn't too long for you, but do let me know what you think. Have a great night, and thanks so much. It's Shammi from Celltown Chrysler. Bye now.